Tim Marshall. Welcome to R&B Showcase live from the heart and soul of Philadelphia. We've got a great show here for you today. Before we get started, I want to introduce my co-host of the show, Mr. Kevin White from the Crossover Show. Tell us about your show, Kevin.
I come on at 5 o'clock between your show, the gentleman to my right, and I'm the Crossover. I take you between the shows. I'm that bridge, brings the shows together.
And we come your way live on Sunday nights.
Sunday nights, that's right.
106.5 FM in Philadelphia. And also, we want to welcome Julian Seward, our other co-host. What's happening, Julian?
I can't complain, not at all. I'm the host of My Bittersweet Philosophy. I kind of start off the Sunday set. You know, it's pretty much the music I listen to and the thoughts I have on the daily basis, bringing to you on a weekly basis.
All right, so make sure you check us out. We got Sundays on lockdown here.
Yes, sir.
For the R&B Showcase, and then they come back and they host the show with me. So it's good to have you fellas with us. Now, I got to remind you guys that we are now into season 8 of R&B Showcase TV. So this is our 61st episode, I believe.
Nice.
Or 63rd, something like that. I'm trying to keep up myself. But anyway, I'm glad to be part of the 8th season of this. And we got a fantastic crew. I want to applaud the crew here and thank them for the good job they've been doing. To give the crew a round of applause. You know, we got the one and only Mr. Charles Clark in there. We've got Donald Butler. Of course, we got Julian, and we've got Michelle Clark. So thank you very much for being here and being with me for the last 8 years doing this. And we're very excited today because, you know, we all like good music, and we all like those vocal groups. We are all Motown fans, as you can see, gentlemen. Fans of groups like the Temptations and the Four Tops and Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5 and B5. And now we've got a band of brothers that we're going to welcome to the show as our special guests here today. Please welcome MacFour to the show. Welcome, MacFour.
Thank you.
How you guys doing today?
I'm very good. How about yourself?
I'm good. It's good to have you here with us. And you're all 4 brothers, right?
Yes, sir.
The McKinney, is the McKinney family, McKinney brothers?
Yes, sir.
Now, where you all originally from?
Baltimore.
Baltimore. Now, you're in Atlanta, Georgia now? Is it Atlanta, Georgia, or what part of Georgia are you in now?
Right now, well, I should say we're in Georgia.
Okay, you're in Georgia. Okay, that works for me.
like
Down south. Is it better weather in Georgia? It is kind of cool here. Y'all have better weather there? So.
It's okay.
Cool. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves to us individually and let us know who you are?
How you doing, everybody? My name is Kevin. They call me KJ, and I'm 24.
My name is Kayvon. They call me Cool, and I'm 23.
Okay.
My name is Caleb. They call me Dancer, and I'm 21.
I'm Keith. They call me Duck, and I'm 18.
All right. So now you guys have been doing this for a long time, right? You're little guys, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell us how long you've been performing. How long have you been performing?
14 years. We're about to go on 14 years in December.
Okay. Now you were like, well, how old were you? Like 5 or something? Then you were like really young when you started, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir. Well, we were going on 15 years, actually. Yeah, 15 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, we started real young.
All right. So how you come up with the name MacFour?
The name MacFour, but our last name is McKinney. That's where Mac comes from, and there's 4 of us.
Okay. So who inspired you to get into music? Because, you know, there aren't very many vocal groups out there. I don't know of any today. Do you, Julian or Kevin, any vocal groups that are, you know, other than the legends that are still performing? You know, you have the Spinners still performing, the Temptations, the Four Tops still perform. Gladys Knight still performing. There's no more Pips, right?
Right, yeah.
So,
But yeah,
and,
very few
there aren't very
vocal
many
groups that are, I guess you say, contemporary
Right.
vocal groups. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
there's
that's
very few
makes
that
it
are
unique.
that are still out there, still doing it. So I know there's B5, who we know very well, who's been performing on the scene. They're trying to come back, but I applaud you guys for keeping that vocal group harmony sound alive and continuing to do this thing. Keep it going. So tell us a little bit about who inspired you to want to do this, because like I said, there's not very many vocal groups out there. So tell us about your inspiration to sing and come together as a group.
Well, first and foremost, our parents inspired us to, you know, be a part of this entertainment industry. Our mom, she used to work for a theater, and our dad, he used to dance and perform shows all over and we wanted to do the same thing. And what inspired us is New Edition, Temptations. We all know those groups. They inspired us to, perfect our craft as well.
Okay, so you've been performing for a while now. How do you go about, deciding who's going to do what parts and what you're going to do? Like, how's this come about? How'd you know you had that harmony? Well, how long you been singing, basically? How long you been singing?
Well, we've been singing, well, mom would say Duck been singing since before he could talk. So, let's say before puberty,
Okay.
it'll be, we can sing this, no, we can go ahead and do that. Now it's specific, who can do what. Since
So,
everybody's voices is.
okay, so now do you all take part in singing leads, or do you trade off leads, or is there a predominant lead singer like the Jackson 5? You had Jermaine, but you had Michael Jackson as the main lead. But do you all take part in leads, or is there a particular lead singer, person that does most of the leading?
It depends on the songs.
Okay.
A lot of the times, Duck might lead, but in other times I might lead. In other, like, rap-dominated songs, Kayvon or Kevin will lead.
Okay, well, tell us a little bit about some of the shows you gentlemen have done. You've performed a lot of different shows, like when you got started. Tell us a little bit about that. Some of the shows you've done over the years.
We started off doing a lot of talent showcases on the early years, and then we went on to audition for the Apollo and America's Got Talent.
Wow, beautiful.
We done a couple Juneteenth festivals, a parade.
Yeah, before we went grocery store at one point.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, all of more DC, Virginia, New York, Georgia.
Well, a lot of groups start out performing at the malls and things like that. At least that's how they used to do it today. I know things have actually changed a lot over the years as far as getting out there. Are there many venues for aspiring young artists like yourself to go out and perfect their craft and actually perform? Is there a lot of opportunities for you to go out there?
Not many that are willing to pay the correct amount.
That's honest.
Okay, so are there places for you just to perform, like if you want to go out and just, kind of practice what you're doing, basically?
Like, there's a lot of open mic nights and stuff
Right.
like that, and talent shows. Especially when we was younger, we used to do a lot of that.
Kind of piggybacking off of Tim's question, I was very impressed with your social media presence. And there's not a lot of venues maybe right now that you could perform at. Are you changing your sites or setting your sites on social media to kind of showcase yourselves?
Yes, sir. But right now on our social medias, we're showing majority of our talent, more of our talent that we have, even besides music, as you can see. On our TikToks, we do a lot of skits and things like that.
Yeah.
And with that, we mix in a lot of our music as well.
Yeah, showing a lot of your personality too. It's great to see.
Yes, sir.
Now, you talked about skits. You guys doing some acting, too. I saw you an acting piece you were doing. Tell us about that project you were doing. You were all acting, doing different parts.
Those are just numerous skits from our TikTok page.
Oh, okay.
What we do is we grab it, record, and
But whatever we find funny and feel like we can do, we will just recreate for it.
Okay.
Recently, we just released a skit of Bad Boys. If y'all haven't.
That's the one I was talking about. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Yeah, tell us about that. How'd that come about now? What inspired you to do that? I guess this gentleman here, right?
I was watching Bad Boys one night, and I wanted to do this scene with them, and they said, "Oh, you don't want to do all that." I mean, yeah, we can do that. And the friends that I was talking to, they really wanted me to, do that acting scene. So I said, you know what, I'll do that just for fun.
Now, talk a little bit about your music. Do you guys do writing, songwriting, or do you play the instruments?
So we do write our own songs. Instruments, not so much, but we are interested in learning them.
Now, that gentleman on the far left with the glasses, the young man, are you the bass singer of the group? Because I heard you had that bass voice there. You sound like the bass.
yes, sir.
Okay. So who inspired you to sing? Who inspired you to sing bass? I mean, how did you guys? Is there anybody individually? Like, I know you all like the New Edition and all those groups. Is there anybody individually, any individual singers out there that has maybe inspired you? Hey, I want to be the bass singer. Or I want to be the tenor or the baritone or anything like that.
No, that's just how our voices fall.
Okay, so you just came with that natural brother harmony like the Jacksons, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Like me, I have a terrible deep register. I cannot go low.
I love it.
I was just wondering if you guys have any new projects that you're working on. I was looking online. I think the most recent thing I saw was like 2023, if that's right. I was wondering if you had anything new in the pipeline.
Yes, we have a new EP coming out. We can't tell you our release date yet or give any details, but the project will be good. It will be big, and y'all will see, let's say, a new side of MacFour.
Nice.
Okay, nice.
Nice.
These guys can tell you I'm
2023, you're talking about, I believe it's Mystery.
Mystery, yeah.
Yes,
it was
that was
Mystery.
exactly the one I saw.
Beautiful.
Has there been anything in between there that I might have missed?
A lot of music videos we released for it. We released a lot, like 3 to 4 short films for it,
Okay.
and a virtual concert.
Nice.
I noticed that I love covers. You can
Yeah, he does. He does something. What is that thing you do on your show, Julian?
I have a segment on my show called Who Did It Better,
Better,
where I
right.
kind of put a cover in a way against an original song. It's not really about who did it better per se, but more so who did the song justice. And I was going through your discography, and I saw that you guys really tackled a lot of covers. I heard who rapped on Love You Better with L. Cool J? Who's dope?
Yeah.
Definitely dope. What's the thought process on who chooses the covers, or is it a group effort? How do you guys come about which songs you want to cover, I could say, from other artists?
It's a group effort.
Funny enough, a lot of the times we'll be listening to the radio, and our mom and dad will be like, "Oh, y'all should cover this one. Oh, y'all should do that one." Or even like we have been doing short covers as well. If you go to our TikTok, we got some short covers as well where we do like the hook and the chorus of a song. And we got like a list of things we might want to do, and some of them get scratched off, some of them don't. But eventually we get to them and we'll record it and then we'll put it out there.
I like it. It's a super nostalgia-based time right now, so I think it works well for you guys, not just in general, but definitely with the social media presence also. It comes across great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you guys started performing. You were all in school at the time. Was it challenging to balance your school and your touring and all those things?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Not only because of homework, but
Yeah, we really couldn't rehearse until we did our homework. But and we all graduated with all A's. All of us are out of school now, so
Nice.
school isn't really an issue for us right now. But when we was in school, yeah, schoolwork will take priority. Then we'll go rehearse. And then one night we had to go home, do homework, rehearse, then go back to school and do a show at the school. So
Oh, very nice. Right. What school was that? What school? Did you go to high school? Your high school you talked about?
that was when we was in middle and elementary school.
Oh, okay. Good.
Would
So
that have been up in Baltimore as well?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
awesome. Very good. Very good. So how was it I want to talk about actually the rehearsal process for you guys now. Folk groups are known for their choreography, right? So tell us about all the choreography that you do and who's responsible for it, and do you guys make up your own steps, or do you have a professional choreographer, or how does that come about?
Usually what we do is that when we don't have anything in mind, we go and look at other artists and see what they do, and we take from that, we take like certain moves that we see and put a little twist on them.
Yeah, we usually do our own choreography. We worked with choreographers in the past, but majority right now we do our own choreography.
Okay. So dancer, are you the choreographer of the group?
I would say so, but recently they have been taking over with that as well.
Yeah, it varies.
So you're like the Temptations had Paul Williams. You're like the Paul Williams of the group, basically, the first dancer of the group from the Temptations. So who's the Eddie Kendricks? Who's the Eddie Kendricks? Who's the high tenor? Who does the high parts? You the high?
That would be me.
Okay, my man on the end, you got to be the bass brother on the end, and then the tenors. Cool, very good, very good. So now you guys did this international, you actually competed internationally with your group. Tell us about that experience, competing with people all over the world.
Oh, we got shows in
World
World Championships of Performing Arts. We have, was it in Philadelphia where we got picked? Yeah, we actually got picked in Philadelphia. We didn't know it was an audition, and we got picked to be a part of the Performance Olympic team. And we had to raise money, but unfortunately we couldn't go, but we still was able to be part of that experience though.
So what was that like though, with competing against, oh, you couldn't go to it?
And yeah, we didn't raise enough money for us to go. The expenses were a lot.
Okay. I was gonna ask you how,
So.
Yeah.
okay. All right, so now we talked about current projects, and now music videos, about the music videos. Did you guys do all your own videography and everything?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
All right, so now,
You,
go ahead.
a lot in our recent music videos, you see more of a different take. We went from filming just short music videos to long, like short films. So each story has a connecting piece to it.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Nice.
So do you write for your own videos and things like that, or do you just listen to the song and just try to match it up to the song, or do you actually write stories for your videos? Because you got some really cool stuff on there.
Yeah, we try to combine them both.
Both. Everything that you see on our page is all us.
How about the wardrobe that you wear on stage? You do like with the Temptations, with the jackets and things like that?
Okay, let's just say that's majority of my mom and dad.
Okay, that's what I thought, you know. I didn't want to say it.
But recently we have been coming into our own style. That's what you're gonna see on our newer projects as well.
Right, right. So you're kind of making that transition. So from the traditional to kind of go on that, what they're doing right now, which is, so do any of you do any rapping or anything, and do you add any hip hop into your act, or what? Let me just ask you this to be more clear. How do you describe your style? 'Cause I've been listening to your music, but how do you define your style of music that you do? And is there any particular market you're trying to reach out to, or you're just trying to do the whole pop market?
For right now, we will consider it, well, back then, let's say, before our new project, it was majority classic R&B, but now it's more pop and more modern R&B centered.
Sort of like a hybrid in a sense.
Yeah.
I know we were kind of saying how we don't necessarily see a lot of singing groups out at the moment. Would you say that that's maybe, if that's the case, that there might be more coming on the rise, or is that one of your goals, is to be the ones to kind of set the precedent for more groups to come out?
We've been told that we've been carrying the baton, but as you can see, we're trying to get in front of bigger markets. So if we're the first group, that's great, and if we're not, that's okay as well. We still have a long years of experience to back it up.
Absolutely. And getting better along the way, definitely.
Well, that was the thing that Motown was predicated on. Even though they didn't have a hit record at that time, they were performers. They could go out there and perform and do different show tunes and things like that. Do you guys have any particular style that you like to do of music? Or are you just all R&B, or do you have other styles of music that you like to perform?
We definitely have other styles, like recently we have been getting more into hip hop and pop songs and things like that. So we go and listen to those artists who were big in those areas, and we can take from that.
We recently covered on our mystery album LL Cool J's Loungin'. We made a video for that as well.
Let me know when that drops.
Yes, we're
Looking forward to
interested
it.
in that.
Oh, it dropped. It's not.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I got to double check that.
It's on the last album.
Oh, got you, okay. Beautiful.
Now, there's 4 of you guys. I know it takes 5 to make a basketball team. There's 4 of you guys. It's basketball season, and I know you guys like to play a lot of basketball. So tell us about that, and is there any particular team that you guys like? 'Cause we were just talking about that earlier.
Lakers.
I was going to say that. Now, are you Lakers? Are you a LeBron fan or just a Lakers fan?
Both actually.
Okay, all right. Is he going to see a 5th championship, do you think? What's your prediction?
I think if he really tries, he could, but I don't. The way everything's going right now with the injuries, I just don't see it happening.
The young boys in the NBA are taking over now, so.
Yeah, the young crews out there. Well, the Sixers got some good young people on their team right now, so they're doing really strong. So you guys are from, what, Boston, was it?
Baltimore.
So who's the Baltimore team? Who would be the closest team that you guys, or are you just all like different teams?
The Wizards will be closer to Baltimore.
Okay, Wizards. So are you Wizards fans?
No.
Let's be honest, let's be real. I have a question about Baltimore. Baltimore, I used to go to Morgan, and like just that time period, it's perfectly situated between the North and the South. Musically, culturally, you have go-go in DC, but then you also have like Baltimore club music, and you know how Jersey club music is kind of intertwined. How would you guys define that Baltimore sound musically? Let's start there.
Well, culturally, nobody dances like Baltimore do. We got our own
Word.
accents. I mean, our accents aren't as strong, but our accents do come out like a little bit in some words here and there.
Yeah.
Music and food. Music and food, you know, we're known for like crab or crab legs and stuff like that.
No doubt. I love to talk about the dancing. Again, you know, that intertwine between Jersey Club and Baltimore Club. You got like the D-Mac and the Wu-Tang. But there's also like this two-step that Baltimore has that's very specific. I don't know the name of the dance, but that's what I love about it. There's no fear when it comes to dancing. You know, people get on the dance floor and just tear it up.
I know there's the Park High Strut, they got that, they got the Avenue, they got the SpongeBob, they got a bunch of dances.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't know, but they've been trending recently, so.
Got you.
How about the boots on the ground? Is that in Baltimore too? Everybody's doing that. Even Michelle does the boots on the ground, right, Michelle?
We love you, Michelle.
It's trending, right?
Yeah, boots on the ground, we don't know where that came from, but.
Okay.
So,
Now you guys did some, tell about some television shows you guys have done. You did some television too, right? Local shows in your area?
We did our own TV show during the pandemic called MacFour Division. It was to help celebrate our 10-year anniversary.
Well, congratulations. Well, now, more than 10, how long has it been now? 15 years now? You're up to 15
Might be
years?
15.
Well, congratulations, and much continued success to you guys. You know, all that you do, and continue doing what you're doing. You're keeping that great vocal group harmony sound alive, and we appreciate what you're doing. And we want to thank you guys for being on the show here today with us.
No problem. Thank you for having us.
So anything you want to share with your audience or your fans out there before we let you go?
Stay tuned for our next project. You'll be getting a couple of teasers here and there in the near future. So stay tuned for that.
How many?
If you don't like
I'm sorry, go ahead.
ice cream, it don't taste like toothpaste. Cause you know some people just be like, mint chocolate chip tastes like toothpaste, and you don't brush your teeth. Cause
that's how you figure them out.
Yeah, that's it.
Who does that behind
Yeah.
Do you guys want to shout out your socials or anything? Since you got this chance and you guys are very active on the show socials.
you?
Our Instagram and TikTok is what we're more on. It's MacFour ENT. But yeah, you gotta get into the camera. Our website, you find everything is MacFour4.com.
Cool.
But if you are feeling particularly a little lazy, you can just simply Google MacFour, MacFour.
It will pop up.
Nice.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming on the show. Thank you so much. Let's give a round of applause for MacFour, our guests here on the show today. We'll be on the lookout for your new albums. I did want to ask you, how many albums have you guys had so far? How many albums have you done so far? 4. Okay, all right. One for every year, right? Well, congratulations. Keep them coming, keep them going, and keep doing what you're doing. Keep keeping that vocal group harmony sound alive. And again, we appreciate you guys taking out the time out of your busy schedule. And now it's time to get back on the road and get back to that choreography and get them steps down and get them harmonies down and get ready to do your thing, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thanks again for being part of the show.
Thank you for having us.
Good round of applause for MacFour. And we have a special guest here joining us right now. He's a filmmaker, he's a producer, he's got recordings out, he does everything. He's going to tell us all about it. Please welcome Earl Goodlet to the show. Give a round of applause for Earl, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
What's happening, brother?
Not too much, just be good, be on this talk show with y'all. It feels good. I'm getting ready to do a shoot on November 22nd at the 4200 block of Frankfurt Avenue about a black female assassin. It's like when people want to borrow money and don't want to pay back, and she takes her revenge in her own hands, especially when she found out somebody killed a friend of hers, and that's when she really go off. I train her martial arts on the set, and just take it from there.
Now, this is one of your new films that you're working on. It's getting ready to come out, right?
Yeah.
So you are a filmmaker here in Philadelphia, which is a great town because they have all kind of like arts events and things and opportunities for you able to display your films that you show. There's all kind of contests and things happening in the Philadelphia area.
Yes.
So it's good to get out there and network and to meet people and places like Philly Cam that have a lot of opportunities for aspiring filmmakers and things like that. So you're in the right place, man. It's good to have you on the show here with us today, and thanks for spending the time with us.
Pleasure's mine.
And we're going to go back a little bit and dwell into your history and how you got started with filmmaking. All of us actually have done some filmmaking.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Now, when I started, way back in the day, we were cutting tape. I mean, we had, you know, the tape, you actually had to cut the tape and splice it in together. It's not like Julian's era where now they just, everything's pushing buttons. You know what I'm talking about, Julian?
I do.
Well, we used to have to actually cut the tape and tape it together. And same thing with reel-to-reels. You know, when I started in radio, we had reel-to-reel tapes where you had to edit and you had to do it live on the air.
Do they still have them?
They don't use them as much. I mean, the studios, some of the studios that I've worked at still have kept their reel-to-reel tapes. I was working at WIP in Philadelphia back in the day. That's when I first started. One of my first radio gigs I worked where I was doing the producing for a lot of the talk shows that came on. And Steve Martirano, Howard Eskin, and Bill Campbell, and all those people. We used to have to, and Wee Willie Weber, I don't remember that show. That's going way back. That's going way back. Well, in my era. But he was on the radio back then. That's when it was located 19th and Walnut Street in Philadelphia. We were on the bottom floor, and WMMR was on the top floor back there. And Pierre Robert, who just passed, was recently there, and all the MMR people were there. You know, Howard and everybody was in that, worked at the studio at that particular time.
VHS opened the door for me. Before that, you know.
VHS?
VHS.
Okay. Now, Julie, do you remember VHS? I'm just curious. I think
That's all I had at one point in time.
All right. I'm just checking. You're young man then.
But
that's what opened the door for me to get in films.
do you remember what was the concept of the first film you ever produced or created?
One I did called The Duke of Earl. It was like really low budget, but that got me on the map. Then another one I did called The Dead End Street. That got me on the map, where they was trying to show kids how to sell drugs, and I teach them martial arts, how to protect themselves. And then I did this other one called The Battered Woman. I ain't released it yet. Reason why I ain't released it yet, because I'm doing the soundtrack to it with this group called Philly Reminisce. They're gonna have like the doo-wop flavor for it. That's why I ain't released it yet. I'm ready to record them. Then I edit everything together for it. But with The Battered Woman, it's like where a woman get beat up by a boyfriend, he wind up going off her best friend. She come down North Philly, 18th from Montgomery, and get me. Then I do karate on him. Then I teach her karate, how to protect herself.
So it talks about domestic abuse. It touches upon the theme of domestic abuse and how to, you know, protect yourself from that, and how to, you know, we want something positive to come out of those things, and I think there's a positive message that will come out of that.
Positive at the end. You know, when you step up, they shrink up.
Man, I really definitely appreciate you coming down, stopping down, and keeping us updated on what you're doing. And of course, we're going to have you on the radio, so you can play some of your music, just your songs and things like that. So that'll be a good thing.
You're right.
And keep us updated.
Oh, I will.
On all of your projects and what is it you're doing.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
Thanks. Pleasure's mine.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Always a pleasure, brother.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, fellas, you know, like I said, we're in our season 8 of our great show that we have here.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate you stopping down and being a part of that. And we'll look forward to your upcoming projects.
I'll keep you posted.
I appreciate that. Kevin White.
Yes, sir.
I'll see you back on the radio, bro.
Absolutely. You know I'm going to be there.
Don't forget, Sunday afternoons, we got on lockdown, myself, Julian Seward, and Kevin White. It's the R&B Showcase radio show from 6 to 8. And then prior to the radio show, it's crossover with Kevin White and
My Bittersweet Philosophy
with Julian Seward. So check us out Sunday afternoons. Again, let's give a nice round of applause for our guest, Mr. Earl Goodlet, independent filmmaker from Philadelphia. I'm Tim Marshall, and I thank you for joining us for R&B Showcase Live.